Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on it.
Hello, everybody. It's the 20.
Week 1 of the season as we drop you into the first drive of this ball game and get our first look at this offense.
Got it. 48 to Mike. On the ball. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And it's caught by Parker.
He's going to give it the whole
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
God, bro. Really?
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
This game is trash. What is it?
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off of play action, here's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Smith. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Just catch it.
Well, Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Smith. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Hold on to the fucking ball.
That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Smith now throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Protein spills. Check three, check three, check three.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the red zone now, Smith. It's complete. Stills. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Be a long day for you. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Smith on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
48 for Mike. Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
61, matchbox, lights. Snap.
Here's Smith. And Stills bringing it in. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
It was 3rd down?
On 3rd and short, Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Smith.
Well, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, Smith. Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.
We got this.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Smith. His throw incomplete. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that, but they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Throwing is Smith. And Allen's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop it. Clear.
From the gun, it's Drake. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hey, let's go.
Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd down, Drake. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Let's go deep.
General West.
Let's go deep. Tighten up.
Check 22.
On 4th down, Smith. Now a short one to Gesicki. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, it's Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Smith on the left side. This is Stills. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to...
I might play both sides of the ball.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That drive started on their own 25, 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now it's Smith. And Stills over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Now Drake. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. They stay on the ground with Drake. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. On second down, it's Drake. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the safety creep. 36, 36.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Allen, the intended receiver. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, they got this in the bag.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got it. Check 50, check 50.
2 more touchdowns.
They'll try the counter with Dixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Watch the out, watch the out. Spot. No.
Right back to Dixon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
We play to win. Let's go.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Ravens, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
What? Maybe it's his video. Emily. Nah, you'll be all right. Nigga, we not finna beat them. Yeah, fuck you. Bro, it's so quiet. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. There we go.
The scoreboard 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
18 Gator. Can't give them nothing to
On first down, Smith.
Got him.
And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. That's something we didn't see much of from Allen the last couple of years in New England. Heck, last season, 13 games, only 4 targets. But Miami going to try to get him more involved in the passing game as we saw there. And you know he has the capability. You think back to 2012, breaking in with Indy. He had 45 catches that season. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So they have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back to throw, Smith.
Damn it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Come on.
They'll run with Drake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Smith now.
Right there, Gesicki.
Throw on third down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Let's go to touchdown.
On first and 10,
Got him.
Smith to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
To throw once more on second and 10. Smith, and he hits Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson, his second touchdown.
Come on, baby. Stop him. Well, why not?
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Greystone, travel.
I don't know what to do. What? Thank you.
On first down, Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. Running, it's Drake. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. Parker, the intended target.
Yeah, that was my fault.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
That's the wrong one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Smith. Throwing again. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Here's Smith.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
You just can't stand that, bro.
Past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Come on, man.
Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football.
Bro, get in front of the dude, bro. Y'all fucking tripping.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They kicked the field goal somewhere.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Now Smith. Nowhere to escape.
Bro, I threw the fucking ball.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Why y'all don't want me to get? Why y'all don't want me to be great? Huh?
Another try after the first down sack. Smith.
This bitch slipped and fell.
Half it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. The catch and run good for 24 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete.
Bro, that shit landed right in your hand.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up. Smith on first down. He's got it. The tight end.
Why are you standing still?
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Come on, bro.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go now, 18 Gator.
first down. It's Drake trying to run inside, but nothing there.
This O-line is trash.
Dante Hightower on the stop. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the...
That's horrible.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Smith now to throw. Caught by Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Blue draw Corkers. They go.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Allen's got it complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Smith.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Play action. It's Smith. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in 6. And he will take it in. A Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And there the counter play proves successful. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st down, Smith. It's complete. Stills. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on first down. Drake, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Why am I using my timeouts, bro?
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete.
Why are you jumping, bro? Just
Good
catch the ball
there,
and
trying
go.
to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Smith, and he will be taken down. A big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Miami, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
I'm scared.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that point.
You got to get in the creases, bro.
Closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Now Smith on 3rd and goal.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches
Bro,
never
come on, man.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there.
Pass interference, bro. What the fuck?
Ran to it and...
Did you let them come all the way down the field and score?
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Wow.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
At least that's go over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Smith to throw again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Pass interference. Defense.
Now it's pass interference?
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon.
It has
You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
No way, bro.
For the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continually.
Trash. I'm done.